Other interesting cultural news, you have drag performers lobbying Congress for more LGBTQ Q plus protections on CNN, and it went viral. I had to do a little squinting because, yeah, it's always fascinating. Sometimes they do include some letters and sometimes they don't. Not very inclusive of them, now is it? But I partially digress. This is brought to us thanks to End Wokeness on X Twitter. He says, quote, "No, this is not an SNL skit. This is CNN." I mean, nowadays, what's the difference? But looks like it's only about a minute 40 seconds long. Of course, they didn't suit up. It looks like one of the gals, or well, the interviewer. Yes, the interviewer. She has a blazer of some type. But I partially digress. We'll see what they have to say. It's about a minute and 40 long, so not too long. And the description in the text or the little banner of the CNN says calls for equality, drag performers lobbying Congress for LGBTQ plus protections. Let's see here, without too much further ado.
I'm curious for you, first of all, what this day means to you. And second of all, have both Democrats and Republicans agreed to meet with you?
Yes, we will be meeting with both Democrats and Republicans. And I'm really excited to go speak with.
It looks like this individual is known by Briddy Bandit. Can't be the legal. Well, it might be the legal name that changed it. So Brigitte, Brigitte Bandit. That better be a pun about stealing the show, otherwise it's a miserable name. Almost as ridiculous as something like Topping. Wait, I partially digress. Now, if you're just tuning in and you don't see it, you're just listening. The drag queen looks like, again, I am by no means a fashion aficionado. However, this person has about 10 pounds of makeup thrown on their face. Reminds me of like, what is it? The Venture Bros, the bee people. Kind of looks like a bee. They have looks like plastic you get from the dollar store, and it's like a raincoat, and of course it's all pink. And it looks like it has a Karen hairstyle with the blonde hair down to the shoulders, and then more pink. They went to the store and just said, "Give me all the pink." And it looks like a rudimentary raincoat from the dollar store. That's a fashion burn. Nevertheless, back to what they have to say.
With all of our lawmakers about the attacks that we're seeing on our LGBTQ community, it's so important to talk about.
Which ones? Again, I don't think it's ever appropriate to have any forms of physical violence, but in terms of attacks on that community, maybe they'll articulate specifically an instance. What have we seen in the past year? A couple burnouts on murals that are painted on the street on intersections, which I would argue is just done strategically to get people to prosecute people, but nevertheless.
And to discuss protections for our queer community.
Can I let you listen to the current sentiment that's being shared by former President Donald Trump, who, of course, is running for re-election? Here it is.
We're going to take care of our capital. On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding of any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the lives of our children.
In those three things, he mentions what he calls transgender insanity. If he's voted in as the next president, what will that mean to you?
We already see so many attacks on our queer community. I already don't feel safe in my own hometown, just dressed in drag like this. And it's very scary for queer people to exist in a time where we see this kind of rhetoric being pushed by our lawmakers and the people who should care about other issues that actually affect the American people, other than attacking our community, our LGBTQIA plus community. It's very disappointing, and I hope for better for our country.
So again, well, this time the individual used the whole acronym, but interesting enough, when CNN said it, they just said LGBTQ. So will CNN be canceled? Probably not. But yeah, Trump is talking about getting that out of the public schools. It's fascinating and kind of concerning when you have more public schools having more pride flags and trans flags than American flags, and kind of shows their priorities. You also have schools that are transitioning kids without the parental knowledge or consent, giving them drugs that are destroying their bodies. That should concern every American. It's actually horrifying that it doesn't, and it's horrifying that this in terms of culturally, this is a very divisive issue. I really wonder how many people that are truly educated on a specific topic really believe in it. But it has also become a political issue as well, where you do have people known as leftists who are very much left wing. They want to have adult toys in the classrooms where they learn about it. And they have books that say this is gay, and in the books they have explicit sexual acts in elementary schools. Is horrifying to say the least, but they want that. I wonder why. Now, in terms of comments, my previous blog got 1.2 million views, as well as 14,000 likes. Now, one of the first comments comes from Paul Zupa saying this is what Joe Biden thinks is normal, getting 343 likes. Arthur Eagleman says this is mental illness, getting 965 likes. The Texas one says it's globalist, we're not propping up CNN, it would already be off the air, getting 32 likes. Liberty Pill Memes says government, and they respond in meme form, so they do get an A+ for marketing. Calling you out a clown, or was it Planet of Memes, a 50-50 shot if they respond in meme form. Now they have a picture of a classroom with a teacher who's sitting down next to a black BLM flag, a gun-free zone flag, stop hate crime sign, a trans pride progress flag, a sign that says equality, bring back Roe, trans rights, and they're talking to someone dressed up as Moses, and they're saying government cannot impose morality. And that got 188 likes. I thought that would get more. Let's see. Yeah, General TM saying, so CNN shut down an interview with the Trump campaign in person, but interview this thing. Getting 554 likes, which, yeah, I mean, they're their priorities. Right Wave Press says, you can't take these people seriously. They dress like Looney Tunes characters and prey on your children. Follow if you agree. That got 162 likes. AKA says mentally ill, getting 277 likes. Let's see here. Hello, I'm Kelly Joe says, why are drag queens being entertained by Congress, getting 109 likes? It is fascinating to see the resource allocation and the interest in what they do in DC and what priorities they do and do not take care of. Let's see here. Liberty Pill Memes, they do a couple. Read one more or two more. They have the Peter Parker Spider-Man thing where he puts on his glasses. So before he puts on his glasses, it says the problem is the this is the new one. They added a they added a yellow triangle and a purple circle, or an outline of a circle, stencil. Marketing is terrible. If you're not consistent with your messaging, it makes it very confusing. Though it is great for the people who sell flags. They are making a killing these days. Now, it says that flag is a problem, and then when he puts on his glasses, it says the solution is Jesus. Got 72 likes. Let's see, the Democrat Media TM also says, I bet they won't cut its mic off. It says, keep telling your kids. And it's the, not infographic, but it's the thing where you have a flag next to every word. It says no one has to go along with this weird shit. And they're all now covered in tire tread marks, as we see more and more trucks doing burnouts in intersections where they're painting murals of pride stuff on the ground, which is the most inopportune place to put it ever, I would think. That got 97 likes. You have Dale saying the sickness and human ruin of woke. It says, they brainwashed you, so only the pride flag, getting lots of shots and all the mainstream media. The guy next is just a trad guy holding the American flag. He says, really? Got 24 likes. Let's see here. Mohads says the Clowns News Network has an actual clown to interview. Amazing, getting 54 likes. Wall Street Bet says, I can't unsee the Hunger Games, getting 56 likes. Terry says it's a straight up mental illness, that Trump is right, America doesn't want this crap around our children, getting 52 likes. Let's see. Joseto Carsaro says 3 drag queens are taking to Capitol Hill to lobby against the wave of anti-LGBTQ+ bills in the United States, which many aim to restrict their art. Oh dear God. This is great for the makeup companies. They're making a killing. There's about no less than 3 pounds of makeup on this person's face. It's a picture of the 3 folks, and that got my eyes, they burn. You got 3 likes. Let's see here. Jeez, what is it? Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder, the little Photoshop to make it look trans. It says when you misgendered, it says you making my eyes rain. Getting 27 likes. It'll be interesting to see how much this becomes kind of bleeds into the politics and culturally speaking. Again, I really don't think a lot of Americans realize how prevalent this is in public schools, and I wonder what specific protections they're looking for. Again, it would have been much more educational for everyone if this individual were to say, hey, we want A, B, and C things to happen, or 1, 2, 3 bullet points. This is what we're telling the government we want. Maybe they would just want to have more one-on-one time while they're reading to children. Fascinatingly, they never read for the elderly or the homeless or veterans, but I partially digress. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think this will, culturally speaking, we will see an exponential increase in rate of these types of drag performers wanting more special protection of Congress? Do you think you'll see an increase in drag performing in general? Let me know in the comments. As always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.